friends, it's happening again. Remember tariffs, those economic tools that can make or break international relationships? That economic lever Trump loves to pull, the one that sends shockwaves through the global economy? Well, he's at it again. Like a toddler obsessed with a light switch, only this time it's threatening to plunge the entire neighborhood into darkness. Imagine the chaos that could ensue. Canada, Mexico, China, nobody is safe. These countries are now in the crosshairs, facing the brunt of these new economic policies. Trump slapped them with new tariffs, claiming unfair trade practices and a need to protect American jobs. But is it really about protection? Or is it about power? He's like that guy at a potluck who insists his store-bought potato salad is better than everyone else's homemade efforts. It's a bold claim, but does it hold water? Except, in this case, the potato salad is actually our intertwined economies. The stakes are much higher and the consequences far-reaching. Now you might be thinking, John, tariffs? Really? That's so 2019, and you'd be right, but here we are revisiting old strategies in a new world. It's a tired old song and dance, but this time it's got a new, slightly terrifying remix. The stakes are higher and the players more determined. Trump's rhetoric is louder, his actions bolder. He's not just making noise, he's making waves. He's not just tweaking the dials, he's ripping out the wiring, threatening to rewrite the rules of global trade in his own image. The implications are staggering. Buckle up, folks, because things are about to get bumpy. The ride ahead is uncertain and the impact could be felt for years to come. Oh, Canada. Our friendly neighbour to the north, land of maple syrup and passive-aggressive apologies. They're used to being the more polite, less attention-grabbing sibling in North America. Well, Trump's about to ruin their nice, quiet reputation. A 25% tariff on Canada, the country that sends us more than half our lumber and a good chunk of our aluminum. It's like punching a moose in the face. Sure, you might get a reaction, but mostly you're just going to hurt yourself in the process. And react they have. Doug Ford, the Premier of Ontario, essentially told American companies to take a hike, banning them from provincial contracts. That includes SpaceX's Starlink, Elon Musk's internet satellite venture. Turns out even billionaires aren't immune to a good old-fashioned trade war. Down south, Mexico's facing a similar dilemma. Their new president, Claudia Sheinbaum, is trying to walk a tightrope. On one hand, she can't be seen as caving to Trump's demands. On the other, she needs to protect Mexico's economy, which is deeply intertwined with ours. Her solution? A classic bit of political maneuvering. She's agreed to send 10,000 troops to the US-Mexico border, not to keep Mexicans in, but to help stem the flow of migrants from Central America. It's a shrewd move, appeasing Trump while simultaneously calling out his hypocrisy on immigration. She's also asked for help in stopping the flow of guns from the US into Mexico. It's a 1-month reprieve from the tariffs, a temporary truce in a much larger battle. Will it be enough? Only time will tell. But wait, there's more. Trump, never one to limit himself to a single geopolitical crisis, has also set his sights on the Panama Canal. Yes, that Panama Canal, the one that connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, a vital artery for global trade. He's been throwing around threats about seizing control of the canal, echoing some of the darker chapters of US interventionism in Latin America. It's like he's trying to collect historical grievances like their Pokemon cards. Panama, understandably nervous about this sudden interest in their most valuable asset, has made a strategic move. They've announced they won't be renewing their agreement with China's Belt and Road Initiative. It's a clear attempt to placate Trump, to show him that they're on our side in this burgeoning Cold War 2.0. Section 5. Dismantling the deep state, USAID under fire. Back on the home front, Trump's been busy dismantling what he sees as the deep state, the entrenched bureaucracy he believes is out to get him. This effort has been a cornerstone of his administration, a rallying cry for his supporters who feel alienated by the so-called Washington elite. And no agency represents this supposed threat more than USAID, the United States Agency for International Development. Established in 1961, USAID has been at the forefront of America's efforts to provide humanitarian aid and promote development around the globe. Trump shut it down, calling it a criminal organization filled with radical lunatics. His administration accused USAID of being a breeding ground for waste, fraud and abuse. despite its long history of bipartisan support. You know, the people who deliver humanitarian aid around the world, fight poverty and promote democracy. Real shady characters. These are the individuals who risk their lives in conflict zones, who work tirelessly to improve health and education in the world's poorest regions. It's a move straight out of the America First playbook, a rejection of global engagement in favor of inward-looking nationalism. This policy shift has profound implications, not just for the recipients of aid, but for America's standing in the world. And while it might play well with his base, it sends a chilling message to the world. America's no longer interested in being the leader of the free world. The absence of American leadership creates a vacuum that other powers are eager to fill. We're too busy dismantling our own government to worry about anyone else. This inward focus could have lasting repercussions, altering the global balance of power and diminishing America's influence for years to come. Section 6, McKinley's Ghost, a troubling historical parallel. Now, you might be wondering where Trump gets these ideas. Well, during his inauguration speech, he dropped a hint, a name from the past that should send shivers down your spine: William McKinley. McKinley, for those of you who slept through history class, was the 25th President of the United States, a man known for his protectionist trade policies and, oh yeah, starting the Spanish-American War. It's not exactly the most reassuring historical comparison. Trump's embrace of McKinley is a worrying sign. It suggests a belief that the path to American greatness lies in economic isolationism and aggressive foreign policy. It's a dangerous nostalgia for a bygone era, one where the world was a much simpler and much more brutal place. Section 7, the technocrats whisper Elon Musk and Trump's ear. In this section, we delve into the intriguing relationship between the tech mogul and the former president. But Trump isn't doing this alone. Behind every decision, there's a network of advisors and confidants. He's got a whole chorus of advisors whispering in his ear, each with their own agendas and perspectives. And one of the loudest voices belongs to none other than Elon Musk. Yes, that Elon Musk. The visionary behind Tesla and SpaceX, the billionaire tech CEO who wants to colonize Mars. His ambitions stretch far beyond our planet. Turns out he's also got some strong opinions about trade policy and international relations. Who knew? Musk's influence extends into areas many wouldn't expect. Musk's influence on Trump is a worrying example of the growing power of the tech industry. It's a dynamic that raises questions about the balance of power in modern politics. These are people who are used to getting their way, to disrupting entire industries with a single tweet. Their reach is vast and their impact profound. And now they're turning their attention to government policy. The implications of this shift are significant. We've already seen a glimpse of this with Google Maps, which will now display the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America to US users. It's a small change, but it's a symbolic one. A subtle yet powerful indication of how tech companies can influence public perception. This rebranding of the Gulf of Mexico is more than just a name change. It's a reflection of the broader narrative being shaped by those in power. It's a sign that reality itself is being reshaped to fit Trump's nationalist narrative. The lines between technology, politics, and reality are becoming increasingly blurred. As we move forward, it's crucial to remain aware of these shifts. The influence of tech giants like Elon Musk on political leaders like Trump is a testament to the changing landscape of power and influence in our world. Section 8. Soft power erosion, the price of America first. So what does this all mean? Well, in short, it's a mess. Trump's America First agenda is back with a vengeance, and it's threatening to unravel decades of carefully constructed global alliances. The tariffs, the threats, the isolationism, it's all part of a larger pattern of behavior. Trump is tearing down the post-World War II order brick by brick, and he's doing it with a smile on his face. The consequences of this are potentially devastating. We're talking about trade wars, diplomatic crises, and a global economy teetering on the brink of chaos. But hey, at least we'll have made America great again, right? Section 9, A World Adrift, Navigating the New Uncertainties. We're living in a world where the old rules no longer apply. Trump's erratic behavior, his disdain for diplomacy, has created a sense of uncertainty on the global stage. Allies are questioning their relationships, adversaries are sensing an opportunity, and the rest of the world is watching with a mixture of amusement and horror. The future is uncertain, but one thing is clear. We can't go back. The genie is out of the bottle and the world is forever changed. We can only hope that cooler heads will prevail, that someone somewhere can convince Trump to put down the economic weapons and engage in some good old-fashioned diplomacy. But hey, who are we kidding? This is 2025 and logic and reason went out the window years ago.
So hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, and let's turn the page on a new adventure together. Get ready to experience books like never before, only on VBook 360. Like, comment, and share to support the channel and keep the video magic alive. Thank you for stopping by. And remember, every video has a story, and every story deserves to be shared. See you in the next video.